Have you ever found yourself wrestling with your business? You've got these big ambitions, but you feel constantly sort of caught in the weeds. It's that timeless struggle for growth, isn't it?
Absolutely. And
Right.
today, with everything moving so fast, tech everywhere,
Huh.
it feels like the rules keep changing.
They really do. But what if the edge isn't just the latest app? What if it's something more fundamental, like how we think, but amplified?
That's a fascinating idea.
So today we're doing a deep dive into a really powerful connection. How these foundational success principles from Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich, nearly 100 years old,
Right.
how they're being linked up with modern business tech.
Right, to tackle some really persistent challenges that small and medium businesses, SMEs, face all the time.
Yeah, our source material for this deep dive pulls from Think and Grow Rich itself, which is amazing, but also looks at newer content exploring something called the OneCore360 mindset revolution.
It's a great mix. Old wisdom, new tools.
And our mission here really is to unpack how often it's not about lacking the tech. It's more about these psychological barriers stopping businesses from actually using the tools effectively.
Exactly. We want to explore how blending the right mindset with the right systems can unlock growth that's, predictable, repeatable, scalable in a way many business owners only dream about.
So if you're out there maybe running your own business and you've ever felt just overwhelmed or frustrated by missed chances or just wondered how you can actually scale without burning out, then this deep dive should offer some, I think, really powerful insights, hopefully very actionable too.
Let's get into it.
Okay, let's start unpacking this. The source material kicks off with a pretty bold statement, right? For over a century, business success starts with mindset, ambition, decisions, grit. It all starts there.
It's the engine, basically.
Well, right. But what happens when that mindset, that inner drive, slams into today's world? Fast-paced, tech everywhere. Is just thinking positively enough anymore? Seems unlikely.
Well, what's really striking is this evolution they trace from 1937, Hill's time, to now, 2025. The point is, mindset is still crucial, absolutely critical, but it has to meet technology for real scalable growth today. It's not just about having good intentions anymore. You need systems for execution.
Yeah. The sources argue pretty strongly that good intentions alone, especially for an SME, often just, well, they lead to lost revenue.
Which brings us to the crunch, doesn't it?
Yeah.
What does this mean for your average small or medium business?
Yeah.
Because the stat cited is kind of shocking. 80% of businesses losing revenue due to preventable issues.
80%, that's huge, especially with how competitive things are. You wonder, what are those preventable issues?
Right, and the sources break it down. Three main things really stand out. First, missed leads. Opportunities just vanishing. Maybe someone calls after hours, fills out a web form that gets buried.
Yeah.
Gone.
Okay, misleads, what else?
Second, slow follow-ups. So maybe you do get the lead, but if you don't jump on it fast, consistently,
Yeah.
the moment passes. The sale cools off, evaporates.
Been there.
And the third,
Wasted ad spend. You're paying for clicks, for eyeballs, but if those leads aren't captured properly, nurtured effectively, that money is just gone. No conversion.
ouch. Missed leads, slow follow-ups, wasted ad spend. But here's the kicker, right? The sources say these aren't really technology problems at their core.
Exactly. That's the pivot point. It's not about not having the software.
So what is it then?
The root cause, according to this material, is described as mindset barriers, these internal psychological hurdles that trip up owners, trip up their teams.
That's really interesting. It shifts the focus inwards, doesn't it? From buying solutions to tackling internal blocks.
Precisely. And the documents actually detail these mindset barriers, things that actively stop SMEs from even looking at, let alone adopting, tech that could literally transform their business, like invisible walls.
What kind of barriers are we talking about?
Well, there's the big one, fear of change. You hear it as, what if this new thing breaks our current, slightly chaotic process, or just, we've always done it this way? Resistance. Familiar feelings.
Then there's self-doubt. That inner voice saying, we're not really tech people, or my team will never get this quickly. It'll just be chaos.
Right, the we're not capable feeling.
And finally, what they call the not for me belief.
Yeah.
Things like, oh, that fancy stuff works for big companies, maybe, but we're different. We're too small, or our industry's unique.
Yeah, our business is special.
Exactly. And if you connect the dots, technology is amazing at overcoming resource limits, time, people, whatever. But only if you get past these mindset barriers first, you could have the best tool in the world.
But if you're too scared to use it or convinced it won't work for you?
It's useless. Might as well be a paperweight.
Okay, so if these mindset barriers are the real culprits, the root cause for so many struggles, where do we find the antidote? The sources point us back in time, surprisingly, to Napoleon Hill.
Yeah, nearly 90 years old, his 13 principles from Think and Grow Rich. But the argument is they're incredibly relevant for today's mental roadblocks.
It seems like a big leap. 1937 principles for 2025 tech problems. How do they connect?
Well, Hill's principles came from studying hundreds of super successful people, right? They're described in our sources as timeless building blocks for transformation. Not just random tips, but a whole system.
A system for thinking.
A system for achieving, built on a specific way of thinking. They work together to build that mental foundation.
Wait, let's touch on a few key ones, the material highlights for today's business challenges, the ones that tackle those barriers we talked about.
Sounds good. Where should we start?
How about desire? The sources say it's the starting point, not just wanting something, but a burning desire, almost an obsession with a specific goal.
Right. It's the fuel. Without that intense drive, nothing else really gets going. Then there's faith.
Faith, like religious faith.
Not necessarily. More like absolute conviction. Visualizing your goal, believing completely that you will achieve it. Seeing it as done, almost. It counters that self-doubt.
Okay, so desire is the fuel, faith is the conviction. What else?
Organized planning. This is where dreams get legs, making detailed, concrete action plans, turning the big vision into actual steps.
Tackles the overwhelm, maybe. Gives structure.
Exactly. And then persistence. Sticking with it even when it gets tough, when obstacles pop up, which they always do, essential for overcoming that fear of disruption.
Absolutely crucial. And the last one highlighted.
The mastermind principle. This is about alliance, coordination. The idea that two or more people working together in harmony can achieve way more than any one person alone, like a shared brain, amplified effort.
Okay, desire, faith, organized planning, persistence, mastermind. When you put them together like that...
You can see how they directly counteract those mindset barriers, right?
Yeah.
The fear, the doubt, the resistance, they build the internal scaffolding. Intense desire, unwavering faith, clear plans, relentless persistence, and collaborative power.
It gives you the mental strength not just to aim high, but to actually implement big changes, to push through the discomfort.
Precisely. It's about building that inner engine before you worry about the external tools.
Which brings us right to the core of this deep dive. How do these nearly century-old principles meet the realities of 2025? The sources use this great metaphor.
Ah, yes. Mindset is still the root.
But systems, automation, and AI are the branches. I like that. It suggests they work together, right? Not one replacing the other.
That's the key insight. It's not mindset or our technology. It's mindset and technology. So how does tech actually amplify the mindset?
Good question. How does it work?
The material puts it really clearly. Hill's principles lay the human foundation, the why and the what, the desire, the belief, the plan. But then modern execution using technology
Amplifies it.
Exactly. It amplifies your mindset by executing tasks with precision and persistence. Think about it. You bring the powerful human intent, the mindset, and technology provides the tireless, flawless execution.
So your mindset sets the direction. Tech handles the legwork with relentless consistency, free from human error or just getting tired or forgetting.
Perfectly put. Your mindset is the strategy. Tech is the perfectly obedient, tireless, tactical unit.
There's a quote in the material that nails this. If you can't do it, your system should. It's not about replacing your thinking, but automating the doing, especially those repetitive, crucial tasks that often get dropped because of those mindset issues, overwhelm, inconsistency, etc.
And this is where the sources introduce OneCore360.com as an example. Not the only way, obviously, but a concrete example of a complete business engine built to do exactly this.
Right, designed to replace that chaos and missed opportunity with something streamlined, automated. It's presented as an illustration of these principles in action digitally.
And what's really fascinating is how the sources show OneCore360 as an example platform, explicitly embodying Hill's principles through its tech features.
How so? Let's break that down. How does it map?
Okay, take desire, your burning goal for growth. The system translates that into automated workflows running 24/7. Your ambition becomes an active working process.
So the system acts on your desire constantly.
Exactly. Then faith. How do you build that conviction? The system aims to let you see real results fast. Leads captured, appointments booked, measurable progress that builds confidence. It turns hope into data-driven belief.
Okay, tangible results fuel faith. Makes sense. What about planning?
Organized planning. It provides Ready-made workflows, pre-built pipelines for services. It takes the guesswork out, imposes structure. Your big plan gets operationalized without you building every single gear yourself.
Less overwhelm, more structure. Got it. Persistence.
Crucial one. The material says automation never forgets. Think automated follow-ups. No lead gets dropped, no opportunity ignored just because someone got busy. It delivers that consistent effort Hill emphasized without human limits.
Tireless persistence, powerful, and the mastermind. How does software do that?
Through AI agents working together, like a virtual team. Not just one generic AI, but specialized bots, maybe handling late qualification, drafting emails, analyzing data, working in coordination. It's the power of alliance, digitally.
Wow. Okay, so it's not just buying software. It's about a tool or a system like this example designed specifically to execute on those core success principles, taking the human intention and giving it relentless, automated action.
Precisely. It's designed to actively remove the friction caused by those mindset barriers we keep coming back to.
Which leads us neatly to the outcome, right? The transformation. The sources paint a really clear before and after.
Oh yeah, the before is painfully familiar for so many SMEs. Constantly overwhelmed, juggling tasks, feeling that nagging self-doubt about strategy.
Missing leads, inconsistent follow-up, and growth just hitting a wall because you, the owner, can only do so much. Stuck.
Totally stuck. It's that feeling of running faster and faster, but staying in the same place.
But then the shift happens. And it requires two things working together, doesn't it?
Yes, two things in alignment. First, the mindset change. Really embracing Hill's principles, shedding the fear, believing in the possibility, getting your head right.
Okay, inner work first.
And second, system adoption. Implementing a unified engine, like the OneCore360 example, that acts as that force multiplier. Taking the what from the mindset and powering the how.
It's that handshake, isn't it? Inner conviction meets outer execution.
Perfectly said. That's when the after picture emerges. Confidence, clarity, relief from the daily firefighting, leads converting automatically, consistent results you can rely on.
And crucially, a path to scalable growth. Not just working harder, but working smarter systemically.
It just highlights that synergy, the right tools with the right mindset. One without the other just doesn't cut it.
The source material sums it up so well, it's worth repeating. The right tools without the right mindset will fail.
They'll just sit there, unused or misused.
The right mindset without the right tools will struggle.
You'll have the drive, but you'll hit capacity limits. Burnout.
It's that alignment, that integration, that makes growth finally become, what are the words they use?
Predictable. Because the systems are always on, always working.
Repeatable. Because the processes are automated, consistent. No more reinventing the wheel.
And truly scalable. Because you're no longer the bottleneck. Your effort is amplified beyond your own time and energy.
This is what the sources call the OneCore360 difference again. Using it as that manifestation, that embodiment of Hill's principles in digital form.
Right. It's not just tech for tech's sake. It's about taking that powerful human drive.
Your desire.
And turning it into automated execution of your vision. Your faith isn't just hope anymore. It becomes data-driven confidence. Because you see this system working.
Your persist.
Becomes these always-on systems that never get tired, never forget. And your mastermind.
That becomes your digital team, those AI agents working together, amplifying your efforts 24/7.
It's a powerful concept. Human intention supercharged by tireless technology.
It really is. This whole deep dive for me has highlighted something incredibly powerful. When mindset, that inner game, truly syncs up with systems, the external execution.
SMEs can genuinely achieve things that probably seemed impossible before.
It's that blend, isn't it? Timeless wisdom from Hill, the internal drivers, combined with the sheer precision and power of modern automation, modern AI. It's more than just a tech upgrade.
It really feels like a mindset revolution powered by smart tools.
So this leaves us, and you, the listener, with a really important question, I think.
Which is?
What impossible growth goals might be lurking in your business right now? Hidden under the daily grind, maybe.
Yeah, goals waiting for that perfect storm, the mindset shift, meeting the right system implementation. What could you unlock?
Think about it. How could adopting this dual approach, really working on that internal mindset, tackling those fears and doubts using Hill's framework, and empowering that renewed mindset with smart integrated tech?
How could that fundamentally change how you approach scaling, how you handle leads, how you achieve real sustained success?
It stops being about just doing more, grinding harder. It becomes about doing what truly matters, the high-impact stuff.
More effectively, more consistently, and ultimately more powerfully than maybe you ever thought possible. Food for thought.